In today's world, honesty is one thing that most children don't have. Who are the causes of this? Parents. You have a child, but your child don't tell you truth most of the times. In fact, when an outsider discovers this and tells you about it, you tend to defend your own child, telling the outsider or the stranger that your child tells truth. Your child is always being honest. Yes, these are defensive mechanisms, but they kill these children. So today we are going to talk about honesty and how to teach your child honesty. Honesty is a quality of being truthful at all times. When your child tells truth all times, you can describe such a child as an honest child. Now, in our society today, we have so many people embezzling money, mismanaging funds, telling the world that they are doing the best to make sure that they fix things. All these things are signs of dishonesty. So, as a growing child or someone that have children, you need to teach your child this honesty. How can you teach your child honesty? Number one, be a role model. If your child sees you telling lies all the time, there is no way your child can become an honest person. Your child has to learn it from someone. So if your child is telling lies always, check yourself. It might be that you yourself, you are telling lies at all times. You don't tell the truth. So when your child learns this kind of habit from you, they also display it as part of their own characters. And so you will not have the moral right to judge them when they tell lies. So if you want your children to be telling the truth, you too, you must learn to tell the truth in their presence. Be their role model. Number two is create a safe environment for them. Any environment where the child is always fearing punishment, the child will not want to tell the truth. The child will want to defend him or herself. How do you create this safe environment? Whenever the child tells the truth, you make sure that you appreciate that truth and you avoid giving the child that punishment. Even though you know that whatever he or she had done is punishable, please avoid punishing that child for that reason. And you can give a stern warning that the child should not repeat such act again. If not, it may attract punishment. Or if not, that you may not take, don't add punishment, because if you add punishment, it will definitely lead to the child lying the next time. So you may just say, I will not want to take this from you again. Do not add punishment so that you don't scare the child. Number three, praise honesty over lies. When the child tells you the truth, how do you take the child? Do you praise the child, or you just take it as after all, you have said it all? Praise the child whenever he or she tells you the truth. You must be very, very much concerned about how your children tell you some of these things. If you don't praise them when they tell you the truth, don't expect to hear the truth next time. So you must learn to do what? To praise them when they tell you the truth. Number four. Number four is you explain why honesty is more important. The importance of honesty, you have to drive it home in the life of these children. You should learn to drive importance of honesty into the life of these children. Any slightest mistake, please always talk about honesty. Why it is good to be honest, why it is bad to be dishonest. You have to always tell them the reason why honesty is more important. Now, number five, use stories and role play to explain honesty to these children. You understand? You can tell stories like those folk stories that our parents told us those days. How maybe a tortoise told lie in a general meeting, and when the lie was discovered, the tortoise was killed. These are simple stories which you can generate on your own, or you can go online and generate some of these stories and tell them. at your convenience, when they are doing nothing or when they are playing around you. You make sure you tell them stories of dishonesty and how it is being condemned in the society, how the society hates dishonesty. By telling them these stories may even stay longer than your words, because we mostly remember stories, especially interesting stories, more than people's talks. So use stories and role play to make sure that you teach them honesty. You can decide to call a child who told the truth all through a week. For a week, you'll be calling the child honesty in your family. It will make others to also strive to want to become honest and tell you the truth. By the time they see that a child is being called a good name because he or she told the truth, it will encourage others to do the same. Avoid labeling a child a liar. That's number 6. Do not label your child a liar. Instead of you labeling him or her a liar while he or she is telling you something, it's better you tell the child, I'm not comfortable with what you're saying. I don't believe you are telling me the truth. But let's see it this way. Make it a discussable thing. Create discussion around it and find a way to make sure you relate well, to avoid calling the child a liar, and try to bring out the truth from the child. I know you may not have all the time, but you can as well create much time, especially in the evening time, so that you can relate well with this child. Number 7, set clear expectation. Let them know honesty is expected at all times. Explain the differences between truth and lies. Be consistent with rules and consequences. Be consistent with rules and consequences. All these things are very, very important when raising a child. If you don't implement some of these things in the life of your children, it will be difficult to have them to be honest. I'll tell you the truth, it will be difficult. Now, number 8, teach problem solving. Sometimes children lie because they don't know how to handle mistakes. How many solutions have you taught your child? Have you taught your child how to close a container, how to open a container? Have you taught your child little things of how to cook or how to make some meals and all these things? If you don't teach them, when they make mistakes around these things, they will want to lie. They would want to definitely do what? They want to lie. So teaching your child some of these things will help the child to be honest at all times. But if they don't have it, they will want to lie to cover up. Mind you, telling lies is just a way of covering up. Be patient. Number 9, be patient and consistent. Honesty develops over time. It does not come overnight. As you are teaching them, learn to be patient with them. If a child has told you a lie today, it doesn't mean he cannot tell the truth tomorrow. And do not be over defensive of the child. It helps the child when you don't even know whether the child has told the truth or has told lies, and you are being overprotective, over defensive of the child. You are indirectly destroying the life of the child. So be patient and be consistent. As you teach them, keep on repeating it. Do not stop until you see that the child has perfected honesty. Now, number 10, strengthen the relationship between you and the child. If you don't strengthen the bond between you and the child becomes a stranger to you, and you also become a stranger to them. Create fun time around your children. Play with them, play Ludo, indoor games, play what, ask them questions and let them ask you some questions, especially momentary questions that can lead to answers that will help them to get to grow up. Do all these things to remain constant and remain related to your children. Create that bond with your children. If you don't do some of these things, how do you expect these children to grow? So today, I believe I have been able to teach you that honesty is very important, and it is something that you can teach your children. Follow these 10 steps that I have given you, and you will realize that your child can start telling you the truth. See you in my next video.